today. 3 of the biggest health anxiety mistakes that you're currently making that you're not even noticing. My friends, let's dive deep. Let's go. Warriors, welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, please go ahead and do that now. As well, if you want to learn more about any of my anxiety recovery programs, head over here. Health anxiety mistakes, my friends. One of the biggest reasons why I decided to make this YouTube channel and create all this content was because I didn't want other people to make the same mistakes that I was making. And today what I want to talk about is particularly in the realm of health anxiety. With health anxiety, there's always this underlying franticness, right? There's always this need to make sure that things are concrete, things are certain, our physical health is the way we want it to be, so on and so forth. And this needing, and this fight for control and certainty can really weigh on us emotionally and then physically. And when you're in this frantic state, often you can't really recognize some of the mistakes that you're making that if only you could recognize and start reversing, you would actually put yourself on the path towards true health anxiety healing. So today I want to outline 3 of these mistakes so that honestly, you can really take this health anxiety journey and say, you know what, I'm really starting to put it in my past, all right? The first health anxiety mistake that you're probably making right now is using the words, but it's still there. But it's still there, right? Maybe you're changing your diet. Maybe you're implementing new lifestyle habits. Maybe currently you're working on CBT. Maybe it's hypnosis. Maybe it's something. It's a method, or you're making a lot of changes in your life right now to help the health anxiety, but you keep using the words, but it's still there. That brings you to a place of helplessness, hopelessness, apathy, and next thing you know, your vibration, the frequency that you're sending into the world is that of lack. And if you keep sending that energy of lack, you will get more lack. So it's very important that we understand when you're making these changes, when you're absorbing this information, when you're downloading wisdom, you need to understand that there is no finish line. You're not necessarily looking for a result, right? Because if you keep looking for a result, you will keep the tension, physiological tension, surviving in your body. And that puts a lot of pressure on a person, right? So we have to stop using the words, but it's still there, and start understanding that if this is going to be a lifetime of healing, then let it be a lifetime of healing. A small part of you, hopefully a bigger part of you, but a small part of you must somehow enjoy the process, right? Enjoy the changes, enjoy the uncertainty that is arising in your life. Enjoy the fact that there's a lot of unknowns coming into your life after health anxiety. So stop using the words, but it's still there, okay? And really just dive deep into what you're doing and put your heart into it, knowing that you're not doing these particular things to heal health anxiety. You're doing them to find your true identity, your true self. That's why you're doing them. Second health anxiety mistake is saying the words, I've tried everything, right? I've been there, right? We've all been there. I've tried everything, and now I'm going to try this. Well, trying is failing, right? So if you're using the words trying verbally or mentally, that means that you're failing or will fail in your attempt to try something new, okay? So instead of saying, I've tried everything, look back and start recognizing some of the attitudes, some of the approaches that haven't worked in your life towards healing health anxiety. I tell people this all the time. If you're unsure of what to do and you keep asking the question of how do I do this? How do I do that? Then just look back and notice what isn't working, right? That's all you have to do is check out your results and check out from the moment I wake up in the morning, what kind of mindset do I have towards my myself, the world, other people? What kind of pressure am I putting on myself? What sort of things do I do in the first 20 minutes of the day? What sort of attitude do I have throughout the day? Is it more light or is it quite heavy? These sorts of things can weigh on a person and cause more health anxiety. In the evening, prior to sleep, what sort of relationship do I have with my bed, my room, with the people that I say goodnight to? Am I going to bed with anger? Am I going to bed with a tremendous amount of expectation? Is my checklist really, really high, meaning everything has to be a certain way or else I'll deem that day as being a bad day? A lot of health anxiety sufferers have this tremendous checklist that they say, I can't have a symptom. I can't have an intrusive thought. I can't have anybody tell me this, that, and the other thing. And again, pressure, pressure, pressure. It mounts. It leads to suppressed and repressed emotion and energy in the body, and it translates as health anxiety. Okay? So we have to stop using the words, I've tried everything, and start looking back and realizing, hey, I just have to reflect on what isn't working, right? And start putting my heart into what it is I'm doing again, right? Again, you're not making these changes to heal health anxiety. You're making these changes to find yourself again, because you've been living in a state of robotic consciousness for so long, and now it's the time to raise that consciousness and move up the scale towards self-love first, okay? Third health anxiety mistake that I see so often is using the words, I'll keep fighting this. I'll keep fighting this. And if you have an attitude of, I'm going to fight everything that is connected to my health anxiety, you will always be fighting, right? You don't want to fight this because what are you really fighting with, right? You're fighting with a subconscious part of you that has stored all your experiences and memories from the past. Therefore, if something in the present or the future is either real or imagined, and the subconscious deems it as a threat, it's going to escalate the panic alarm within your body, right? So this is all coming from a very protective and loving place. And so we have to understand that you can't fight this thing, right? You can't fight your health anxiety. You have to work with it. You have to build a new relationship with it. You have to surrender at some point. You have to surrender all this fighting and all of this really strong work that you're trying to do and implement, and forcefulness into your health anxiety healing journey, because it's backfiring, right? The more you fight, the more it will backfire. So at some point in this journey, you're going to have to go, hey, I hold up the white flag. You win, right? And what's interesting is when you have this kind of a response to any element that comes with health anxiety, holding up the white flag and doing these surrender sessions, which I'm going to be doing later on in this year, then you start to go, well, this isn't as bad as I thought it would be. And then you start to take all the elements of your health anxiety with you throughout the day. It's no longer as bothersome, and you're no longer as judgmental towards the elements of health anxiety. When you stop being so judgmental towards this symptom, that intrusive thought, this identity, this lifetime experience, when the judgments and the labels stop, that's when the healing begins. So understand that, my friends, and stop making these health anxiety mistakes. If you're truly looking to get on the path towards health, anxiety, healing for good, click here and learn more about this program. And my friends, remember that you are more than anxiety. Please subscribe, give this video a like, and comment. I want to hear from you. Which one of these mistakes spoke to you most deeply? And I'll see you in the next video. I love you.